where do things kind of stand in terms of the who's on deck?
Sure. So Switzerland is probably the next one. I just met with them yesterday afternoon. I've spoken with the president just this morning and yesterday. I've coordinated with cabinet colleagues, Secretary Lutnick, Secretary Besson, the chief of staff, and this is something where we've essentially reached a deal with Switzerland. So we'll post details of that today on the White House website, where they're going to send a lot of their manufacturing here to the United States, pharmaceuticals, gold smelting, railway equipment. So we're really excited about that deal and what it means for American manufacturing.
How long was that deal in the works, and what kind of pushed it over the top?
Well, it's really been in the works since April, when the president started his reciprocal trade program. Switzerland, like dozens of other countries, have been extremely interested in having market-opening deals with the United States, where they open their markets to us, and we, modify the reciprocal tariff somewhat for them. Like all of the president's deals, we keep a tariff. We retain a tariff on these countries because we have to get the trade deficit under control. But because Switzerland, for example, has agreed to manage its trade surplus with the United States in terms of making sure that, things where they have a surplus with us, pharmaceuticals, gold, et cetera, their companies are going to build here, so it's going to eliminate some of the sources of that surplus. I mean, we've already seen, Roche has actually broken ground already for a pharmaceutical facility in the United States. That's really exciting.
Worry about it. Let me explain something to white people. Our hair comes out of our head naturally in a curly pattern. So when we're straightening it to follow your beauty standards, we are trapped by the straightness. That's why so many of us can't swim and we run away from the water. People won't go to the gym because we're trying to keep our hair straight for y'all. It is exhausting and it's so expensive and it takes up so much time. Braids are for y'all so we can work harder and focus on the work. So why do we need an act, an act of law to tell white folks to get out of our hair? Don't tell me how to wear my hair. Don't wonder about it. Don't touch it. Just don't.
I got on the phone yesterday to our air traffic controllers out at O'Hare. I can tell you at one point they sat down and literally wrote handwritten letters to me begging for me to end this government shutdown. They missed 2 paychecks and it was taking its toll. Many of them had family hardship as a result of it. So they understood, and I do too, that when you're going to use a political strategy, you've got to carefully measure the impact it's going to have on innocent people. And I for one, think I've seen enough of these government shutdowns. I think they're crude and they're cruel and they're innocent victims that we can't protect in that circumstance. And I want to assert my political belief. That's why I ran for office. But I don't want to do it at the expense of innocent people like air traffic controllers.
Exposure to the high end of Chicago and to access those places and not be accused of stealing, you realize very early on that you better let them hear you talk or, come in with the right LASAC case or else you would be watched. And, so I think I learned then that how you show up, especially when it comes to white folks looking at young black kids, that how you present can sometimes save your life. So yeah, I think I was learning that all throughout my youth.
HYGO, that's an interesting